In the corner, like you're standing on dry land. You've been all around in this part of town, and now you're waiting for a perfect man. Well, that ain't me, babe, but I'll sing you that rock and roll. I can't leave, babe, though I should go. Now don't look at me suspicious, like there's something I don't see. You got a smile so vicious that I know I'll let it be. But it's heat, babe, burning in and up and out my soul. Gasoline, babe, but you don't know. You're so uptown, uptight, white light and a bottle of wine. Anyway, is that gonna make you feel alright? I can't drink you off my senses. I can't chase you off my trail. Because the getting is good in my neighborhood, where you know that you can never fail. Such a scene, babe. Black boots and a bottle of shine. Gasoline, babe, but you don't mind. You're so uptown, uptight, white light and a bottle of wine. Now tell me, babe, is that gonna make you feel alright? Now tell me, babe, is that gonna make you feel alright? Alright.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And we do a podcast here every weekday at 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time.
Yep.
And you can check us out on most social media networks, right? Including...
The one you're watching now.
There you go.
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Just to
LinkedIn.
name a few.
Of all places. And on the Facebook side, right, we're on Andrew Bumatai, the page, Andy Bumatai, and also the Daily Pigeon Live group. So that's 3 there. And then on YouTube, we're on Andy Bumatai's show and Daily Pigeon, right?
Oh.
Hardly anybody watches the Daily Pigeon one, though, you know?
They go to your page.
Yeah, I guess it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, they're both my pages, but hey, Miles, how you? Oops, let me get this the letters off there, so when I put a comment up there, you can read it just a little bit easier. Hey, namaste, Zen, aloha. He's talking to Nani, aloha. Hey, Kulika, how are you? Mahalo for being here. Colleen Laughlin, aloha. And then James, how are you? And K-Mac, haven't seen you before here, K-Mac, or did you change your name or avatar and we just never recognize you? But how's it? And we had somebody come in from Pennsylvania right here, Salina Polojak. Huh? How you doing? Is it Polojak? Maybe that's the way to pronounce
maybe.
it. Or is it Jack? You never know, right? Because I know.
What part of Pennsylvania? I used to live in Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Dan Lozano, how you, brother? Hey, Miles, yep, LinkedIn is working, Miles. Yes, we are on LinkedIn, and there's Miles right there, the solo watcher on LinkedIn, most likely. Hey, Kentiki, hola, from the windy Bodega. How much? Bodega? Bodega Gay, Bay, where the seagulls are calling it foul weather.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Yeah, hanging in there. Are you? Yeah, we're doing fine. Hi, Alita Ferreira. Oh, checking in from Whittier, California. There we go. Ah, yes, you said it. A good Industry, Pennsylvania. You said it good. Industry, Pennsylvania. Is that 2 sentences, do you think?
I probably just left the comma out.
Yeah, that was good. You said it good, Industry, Pennsylvania. Maybe a comma. I don't know. Ah, and Kiwi. How's it? Aloha no. Hey, Jack Madado.
McAdoo.
McAdoo. McAdoo there. Thank you so much. Him? Oh, I don't know. What does that mean? I suppose that's in reference to where McAdoo said, him? I don't know. Ha ha. No, that's where I shop, Andy. Bodega Gay. Kavika, aloha, my brother right there, Kavika, David Rockshin. Aloha. By the way, I went to the post office box today.
Oh, yeah?
And retrieved this little item, but I threw away the box because I was on my one wheel and I didn't want to carry that, so I tore it apart thinking it was something else. So if whoever sent me this, because I don't think I ordered this, because I checked my orders and no, I did not order this. So if someone sent me this little bonsai, because remember when we do the live one, I said,
Segment tree.
for segment tree, we should get one small tree. So someone thought it would be funny to send me this. So if you are the person that did this, please let me know, because mahalo nui loa. It's a cool little plant too. Very well done. I sent it to you, Andy. Oh, see,
Hey.
thank you so much. Oh, for all that you do, and you sent a little bonsai on top of that.
Yeah.
You know, when we post the segment, I mean the episodes onto Facebook, Steve writes a wonderful encapsulation of it. So there we go. And speaking of writing, hey Michael, how you? Aloha brothers. Love the shirt, Slade. Ooh.
Yeah, I like that shirt that you have
Oh,
on.
thank you. This is from Hilo Hattie. I've had it for years.
Hilo Hattie.
It has this retro design that I
Yeah.
really like
Yeah.
the old surf shop days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a real tree? No, Kevin. It's AI. So yeah.
Well, technically, I mean, you picked it up, so it is real.
I mean, it's actually, yeah, that bonsai will never die. I know. My dad gave me a bonsai one time. He had it for 25 years. And when he gave it to me, right, and he did an interesting thing. This is where he got it. He went to an overpass that he used to drive under, and he noticed a tree that was growing in the crack in the, because the birds do that, right? They make doo-doo over there, and the
right.
seed grows in this little crack. He went in there and with no easy task pulled this tree that was naturally bonsai'd because the roots couldn't go anywhere in this crack. Then he took that and he wrapped it around a rock, and he was really into that kind of stuff. Then he gave it to me at some point, and I said, Dad, I'm never home. This thing's gonna die. You give it to me. And he went, oh no, serious. Yeah.
Should have left it in the road.
Yeah, and then he gave it to me, and sure enough, it died. What is the post office box number? Oh man, you're gonna. I'll say it, but you got to write it down because I'm too lazy to type something out so it shows up over here. But you Andy Bumatai, okay, 95-1030. Mehe'ula Parkway, number 894501, Mililani, Hawaii, 96789. That's the zip. Okay, that's all you get, because I can't believe I got through it. There we go. Thomas the Turtle saying, how's it, gang? Aloha no. Whoo. And there's Michael Seal, C. Honda, pimping him out. There's his Facebook. Anything that C. Honda posts is live, because she is
links.
a moderationist, right there.
Mililani got that cool zip code 96789. Easy to remember.
Easy.
789.
That's the only reason I got through it. It's the 894501, my post office box.
Oh
number.
yeah.
Right, I know. Okay. Aloha. Hawaiian 5-0 saying, how's it to us And everyone hit that like button. No, wait, false crack that like button. Mahalo. Yeah, you got 'em, man. Thank you, Hawaiian 5-0. We appreciate that right there. Jeremy Noza. Aloha and James. Oh, Michael Anthony Smith in the house. Oh, right on. Rick Wynn, show up. Love a rainy night. Not on the road for Madison, Wisconsin tonight, but okay. Okay. Wow.
Hey.
I was on a date yesterday. Yeah, I thought you had a girlfriend. Maybe it was it with her?
Yeah, it could be or it could be just not like a romantic date, but
Or maybe he had a gig.
yeah.
Is that what do you think that's what he's talking
I
about?
don't know. We're about to find out.
Clear it up for us, Michael.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds like no. Ooh, I've had a good zip code in MA. Now that's 02130 in college was one.
Well, that's where post office started, yeah.
Where?
Massachusetts, the the northeast.
Was it? Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that's where the East Coast, maybe New York and Boston.
Hey, Kavika, are you a truck driver? I notice your avatar here. The only reason I ask is I have this truck video that I made. This gal came here and said, I really want to go to truck driving school. So I made this little video to kind of inspire her to pursue that dream of becoming a truck driver, right? And then she just kind of never came back. So I think I've played this video twice or something. But if you are and I played it once for Chris Kenimatsu. Oh, Cheryl. Hey, see, how come you're calling me? Oh, what is this? FaceTime notification.
Must have been a butt dial.
Oh, maybe it was butt dial. What? Okay. Who? Oh, he's got a new girl.
Oh.
You band members.
Yeah.
I know. Wow, that's a mind-puzzling zip code. Yeah, I guess so.
17022.
Yeah. Post your zip codes, guys. Oh, retired, but you were a truck driver. Okay, there we go.
Maokoto 20902. I've never seen a 2 before.
20902. That's cool.
Must be like the Midwest or something.
That was my truck. Oh, there you go. Okay, then maybe I'll try to dig that up for you. Butt dialed, really cat dialed.
Brother Bruce.
Okay. Hey, Brother Bruce, mahalo for subscribing. Thank you so much.
How's it, Garrett?
Ooh, 92780. All these numbers are gonna blow my mind.
So that's West Coast, right? 9. I mean,
I guess so, because look here, Kevin Frazier is 37412.
because I think it's 0 from the East Coast and then 9 all the way towards Hawaii.
I don't know. 13903.
Oh, that's 2 trees.
That's 2 trees.
Yeah. 1 tree
Oh,
or 9 trees?
I don't know.
How many trees, Thomas?
How many trees you get? Hi, Deborah. Andy Aloha James from Kentucky. Maryland has 2s for zip code.
I see.
I get it here. Oh, and Jerry, look at this. Jerry, he get his 0. Starts with 0. Selena there. Look
East
at this.
Coasters.
1-5. So weird because we start with 9. I guess that's because we came out later down the road and look at C Honda. Guess where she
I
from?
wonder who would have the highest number. Would it be 96792 YNI?
I don't know. I don't remember. I can't talk numbers with you. You're on your own, bro. Zip codes start with 0 on the East Coast and go up as they go west. 2 is Maryland. Okay, I get it. See here, so Watts is 92833.
Yeah, because I think the furthest west. Oh no, because Kauai would be even further west than YNI.
Oh, I don't know. Aloha, Andy and James and Hamma Jang. Made it a little late, but just finished my PT. That's physical therapy. My knee replacement. I don't talk like that. Oh, Colleen. Ooh, wahiwa. Or do you say wahiawa? What do you say, wahiwa or wahiawa?
I say wahiwa, but when they play around there, wahiava.
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 Oh, I like that. The highest zip code number is 99950 in Ketchikan. Is that Alaska?
Alaska.
Oh, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because
Because it's closest to Russia.
yeah. They like confuse them. Oh, would Guam be the highest? I don't know. Does Guam even include it? Hi, Kaela. Aloha no. Thanks for being here. Okay. What are we talking about? We're talking about zip codes, Kaela.
Wouldn't Guam be like the furthest east because it's on the other side of the date line?
You're talking to the wrong guy. You gotta. I don't want automatic Google, except right here.
No, I mean, but the planet. Guam is on the east, the far east.
I'm not.
Hawaii would be the furthest west because 1 more hour would be the date line. Santa Claus.
I don't know if you know this, but dyslexics are the worst with directions. I get lost.
Directions too?
Yeah, because it's like, especially when people go, okay, you take one left and you take one right, 2 lefts and a right, and then a right, and then 1 more left. And you're like, I'll just Google it. Put it, hello, Siri. Directions to home.
You would get lost on military bases. Then.
I was there,
The worst.
The worst, yeah. Guam has 968. See, I can't do it.
Guam is 9.6, just like Hawaii. So I guess it would be Alaska then.
Yeah, see, look, Maokoto Cho says Guam starts with 9.6. Yeah, look, everybody knows except me. That's good. Okay, we're going to give you a quick update. People really like these little news programs we've been editorializing.
What's going on in Hawaii?
Yeah, because, a lot of the people, especially the migrated Hawaiians, like, ew, what's going on? So this one here, this first one, usually we have one subject. But on this one, it's kind of a recap of top 3 or 4 stories. So let's editorialize that. Here we go.
Aloha, everyone. I'm Steve Uhara. These are your top stories. New images this morning from Kauai. Take a look. Officials say 2 rescues were made Wednesday amid severe flooding in Lavai. A vehicle was swept into Lavai Stream with a man and a dog inside. We're told a Good Samaritan pulled the man from the vehicle and got him to safety. The man was okay, but there's no sign of the dog.
Oh, how sad is that? Everybody went, oh, right there. Where's that dog?
About an hour earlier, 2 women were trapped in their car on Lavai Road. Firefighters got to them and walked them to higher ground.
Because they couldn't do it on their own.
I'm still stuck on the dog.
I know. I'm just like, whoa.
The State Senate Ways and Means Committee has approved a proposed state budget bill. This covers 2 future fiscal years, 2024 and 2025, calling for allocations of $19.8 billion and $18.1 billion, respectively. It makes good on a plan from Governor Josh Green for a $1 billion.
Yeah, I got them. You let me know anytime you want me to reiterate.
To address housing issues here in Hawaii. Officials say cost of living concerns will be addressed through tax credits and deductions for low to middle income earners.
Oh, that's good news for me.
Today's the last day to weigh in on the future of the Kailua boat ramp. The city has been collecting public input for more than a month on a proposed improvement project to the aging recreational facility, which was first constructed back in 19...
Look at that. The little girl still waiting for a dog. Oh, sad. Oh, no. Where a dog? Oh, no.
She's praying to the Habut baby.
Yeah, Habut baby, help me.
Find the puppy.
In 2021, officials were forced to temporarily close the ramp due to ocean damage and erosion.
How did it get ocean damage? I wonder how that happened.
Is it near the ocean?
I don't think so. Look, it's obviously it's a destination for parachuters.
Survey and more information about the city's plan is online at kailuaboatramp.com. Gas prices in Hawaii are holding steady, right near the most expensive in the country.
Imagine that.
Average cost for a gallon of regular currently stands at $4.81. That only trails California, which is about a cent more. Prices here didn't change much over the last week, even as the national average went up about 5 cents. We were paying about 40 cents more a gallon 1 year ago, so keep that in mind.
Wow, 40 cents more last year this time.
He said, keep that in mind. What, are you trying to sell us on something? He's like, hey, I know it hurts. But last year
was worse. Well, not only that, we couldn't leave our houses.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, happy Aloha Friday. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather for you. First of all, we still have
hey, there's
unstable weather
Billy.
just to the west and north of the island of Kauai. And we've also got breezy kona winds, so some scattered thunderstorms or some thunderstorms are possible once again for the island of Kauai. Everybody else will get some drier weather. A small surf all the way around, and also more rain ahead coming up. A juicy disturbance are going to be visiting our islands coming up on Sunday. Here's your 7-day forecast. Today, showers. Saturday, Sunday, you've got those showers. Trade wind weather after that.
Oh, come on, trade winds.
There you go. Trade winds. You know, it's interesting. When a house has trade winds, a real estate agent told me that the value of the house goes up.
Oh, really?
If they say, "Oh, we catch trade winds over here because it cools down the house and they need less air conditioning and different things like that."
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, here in Boston, Miles says, "Yikes, we're closer to 320 in Boston, I think."
Kavika's in Arizona.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kavika. Ooh, 243. Okay. Kavika, I'm gonna try to find that truck video for you and see what. Yeah, I need to know what you think of it too, because I'm not my father drove 18-wheelers when we lived in California, and he was long haul.
Yeah, my dad used to drive the truck here though.
Oh, look at this. It's not like the gas prices are like $7. Hey, you know what? I was going up 101 on my motorcycle, the road 101, beautiful up there, going through there. And there's this one little gas station, pull in $5 a gallon for gas. And this is before all the gas prices went boom. I went, $5. And he went, or you can go someplace else, because they were in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. Gas is $4.50 in Seattle area. Well, how could he say that $4.18 was high then?
I'm not sure what their measurement is.
On Molokai, it's probably 7. Yeah, but how much gas do they use?
I know.
But you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
They go hunting and all kinds. Okay. So you know what? I wonder if I should try to find that. I'll play this other one. I'll play this second one here, okay? And then meanwhile, you'll see me kind of half distracted because I'm going to look for that truck video. I forget what it was called, but I'm going to try to find it for you, Koviko, okay? So here, you can editorialize this one. Are you ready? Here we go.
New at 5, the voyaging canoe Hokulea is on the Waianae coast as crew members prepare for their upcoming 4-year voyage around the Pacific.
As Mahealani Richardson reports, it was part of an educational event that included 5 Hawaiian canoes.
I actually was on it
the
before.
Hokulea and the crew of the Polynesian Voyaging Society sailed into Pokai Bay early this morning.
Did you notice Pokai Bay? We grew up as Pokai Bay. Now, Pokai.
And people say it was quite a sight. Today's event on the Waianae coast actually sprouted from the recent canoe festival at Hakipu'u, Kualoa.
It's like, kind of once in a lifetime.
Tatum Marie Stewart, a Waianae High School senior, has seen Hokulea in videos and photos, but seeing the iconic canoe in real life is a first and significant since the crew will leave on a 4-year voyage.
For the young people to see
it feels like I'm connected to my roots, and being Hawaiian, that's something that's like really big for us.
Ready on the main. Ready.
She and other students also learned the ropes and raised the sails on Kia.
There's a classic Waianae side eye here. I want you to see this coming up.
Which came in from Keaukaha, Hawaii Island.
Do you think you want to sail one day? Oh, maybe one day.
Dwayne DeSoto, founder of Nā Kamakai, helped
organize
the event. Ho'a Kea, Moka to Makai, navigating our future.
I can go ahead and rip that bugger in half.
He says 300 Waianae Coast students came to the 2-day event, attended by Hokulea crew members, people in the Va'a canoe community, several non-profits, and community leaders.
The youth from the west side connecting with these canoes, and very fortunately having Hokulea come right before she takes off for a 4-year voyage. Is that it makes it more pili, right? It makes it more connected to who they are.
Public school students will be going on the voyage virtually. DOE Superintendent Keith Hayashi says today's event helps students.
Okay, here. See this guy right here to the left with his hat on backwards? Watch how he looks like at the camera and tell me this isn't
starting right now.
Right, but tell me this isn't really West Coast. If you've ever been out there, you've seen this look. Watch him spark out the camera.
Navigate their lives, and he hopes the DOE can steer it toward more seafaring programs.
It's an exciting opportunity for our students in the department, to engage not only on the technology component, and learn, but also culturally.
The Hokule'a's 4-year voyage launches from Alaska in June. Reporting from Ho'oka'i Bay, I'm Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
Ooh,
when I was on it, it was in Maui. We were there for my daughter's soccer team's tournament, Maui no Ka'oi, and we saw it, and they let us jump on, and it was so cool. They gave us a little tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this truck thing for Kavika here. Hold on, okay. If I did this right, gang, Kavika, this is, again, there was a woman here who wanted to be a truck driver, but I guess she never pursued it. But this is the video.
Who's the one who can rise above? Take a chance, do it all for love and no regrets. Up ahead there's an open door, and I gotta find what I'm looking for, and I'm on my way. Well, time moves on and the days go by, but the sun don't set on the stars tonight, and I spread my wings. My head's in the clouds with my feet on the ground, my aim held high and I'm moving on. My time is now to make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be, to find all the strength inside. Baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all I need to find the best in me. Well, isn't it time to open my mind and just believe? Just believe. I feel my heart beating like a drum, and I'll never rest till the victory's won, and it's alright. I light 'em up and I'll take 'em down, and I feel the rush at the speed of sound. I'll find a way to make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be, to find all the strength inside. Baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all I need to find the best in me. Well, isn't it time I open my mind and just believe? And it could all come down to this very moment. Yeah. When I leave the ground, you can watch me spread my wings and fly away, to make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be, to find all the strength inside. Baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all I need to find the best in me. Oh, isn't it time I open my mind and just believe? Just believe. Well, isn't it time I open my mind and just believe? Just believe.
So true, buddy Fricky. Thanks to all the truck drivers who that deliver goods to us. Right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Mahalo nui loa.
That was a nice song too.
Yeah, and it was, just believe, that was the thing. We have a JoJo girl. I love this. Thank you so much. Please thank your mom. She says, hey, my mom got me May 13th ticket to see your show in Hawaii on Saturday at 5 p.m. Ooh, that's the pre-Mother's Day show on Kauai.
So the mom will be there.
With the mother. So and then Mad Statter. Oh, I'm so excited for you and your mom. Oh, so for
just the mom. Yeah,
for your mom. Yes. Well, it's the pre-Mother's Day show, and again, it happens at 5 p.m. We're doing it early because we figure, the moms want to spend time with the family in the evenings, right? So
it could also either be the other way, where they have brunch or lunch with the family and then go to the show. So it works either way.
Yeah, we decided to do it the other way because then we can jump on a plane and come home, and I don't have to buy a hotel room.
I mean the moms. I meant the moms. They can either do something before, go to the show, or go to the show and do something, or do something after.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Keone Nunez, mahalo for being here again. Who and all the Hamajang gang saying, how's it spreading the blanket of aloha? Ooh, and what does Mad Statter have to say here? Ooh, too funny. It did look like a big broccoli. It did, that one truck.
You get the thumbs up from the truck driver.
Oh, mahalo, Kavika. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it triggered a lot of memories, right? Like, oh man, after that run, if that guy would have paid me fast. Sometimes these truck drivers, they do a run. My dad went through this. You get to the other side. Oh, I'll pay you next week. Oh. And then it's next week. And meanwhile, you paid for gas and tolls and the scales and all that stuff, you know. I know. We took the side road so we wouldn't get weighed. What song was that? Bobby McGee? No, I can't remember.
Avoid the scales.
Yeah. You have to understand, Kavika, when my dad was a truck driver, right? It was, double clutch, with the 2-stick shift, and the cruise control was a broom handle that used to stick on the seat to hold the pedal down. I know, that's back in.
Yeah, my dad, when he went into the city bus, and he drove one of those. Back then, it was a stick shift, the city buses. And he was going up, is that Ward? And when you get to
the very top of Ward.
So a lot of the drivers in training were failing, and he just went up. He made it. And the trainer asked him, "Hey, how did you know? You didn't even look at your gauge?" And he said, "Oh, I go by the sound. It's all us truck drivers do." And he said, "Oh, you drove truck?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I bought my brand new 911 in 1981 when I was stupid, and I bought a Porsche, right? I blew the clutch right there.
Oh.
I was trying to get up to the top. And then what I ended up doing later on was starting later and, hitting it with some speed, getting to the top and looking, and then, look at that thing, did that thing again. So it's not going to work, the freeze cam.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's frozen.
I don't know why it does that. We're talking geeky here. I prefer manual transmissions. You know what, Edward? Fewer and fewer car makers are making manual.
Yeah.
There's a question for the Hamajang gang. Can you drive stick? Yes. Right? What do they call it? The millennial theft. Theft prevention.
Yeah, because they can't drive it.
They can't do it. Hey, even my Porsche, because it was manual, right?
Yeah.
I pull up some guys. Oh, I can't drive it. Oh, I guess you got to leave it in front.
Well, that's why it's called standard, because that was the standard back then.
Yeah, look at this here, Mad Statter. I only drive stick. Hello, Michael Anthony. Yes. And Keone Nunes, of course. No can drive nothing. Yeah, I know. I tried to teach Miles when he was here last time. Hey, we'll learn how to drive. Let's do the truck. So, Miles, the next time you're here, let's chalk out some time, and I'll teach you how to drive my truck, which is automatic. So you'll be all right.
I learned like every teenage boy learned, because this chick wanted to go to the store, and my roommate only had standard. This was in college. I said, "Oh yeah, I can drive standard." But in Buffalo, New York, but we got to the store and we got back. Smelled different, but we got there.
This is how I learned how to drive stick, right? I wanted a car, so I saved up. I bought this old Volkswagen. Well, actually, my dad bought it, right? But it was my car, right? And he was going to teach me how to drive stick. So I was all excited. And so he goes, go ahead. So he put the car in front of our house, didn't even get in, right? He said, get in the front seat. Okay, close the door. See, that's the clutch. You push it, you let out, and then he kind of explained it to me. And then he stepped back and he went, go kill yourself. And he turned around, walked back in the house, and I was like, dunk, 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 dunk. I know. Oh. Germany, most cars are stick. I never had an automatic. Ooh, I was just thinking, tomorrow is April Fool's, and we still have 2 feet of snow.
Maybe they don't have 2 feet of snow.
Maybe he's just fooling us. Yes, only if it's American muscle. Oh, man. Well, in fact, someone the other day, like I pulled up in my truck someplace, and this kid, right, he goes, is that a V8? I said, yeah, but it's the small 8. It's the 302, not the 350, because most of these have the 350. He goes, V8 is V8. But all the guys who know, they know. 302, come on, bro. You got him the 350 in the GMC, which is basically a Chevy. Yeah. Ooh, at Mad Statter. Hey, look at that. He loves you. I had a car stolen by kids with almost no gas and a standard. They didn't get far. Yeah, my truck is manual. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, all righty, I'm in. I'm going to teach Miles how to drive.
There you go.
We'll put some cameras in the car there. Namaste Zen. Driving automatic almost isn't driving. Yeah, kind of, unless you're in traffic every day.
Yeah.
Kokoliti learned how to drive in a parking lot at Leeward Community College. Perfect lot for that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No hills.
Hi, Nani. Nani, aloha, just bat phoned me and said, I'm here. Well, go ahead. What you say?
I took a job that was for a big flatbed truck.
Yeah.
They hired me. I didn't know it was standard until the first day of work. Luckily, the guy who I was replacing, who's leaving, we were training, and the truck is in the warehouse, and the manager who hired me was standing. All right, why don't you guys go ahead and go do the deliveries? And I opened the door and I looked, and the guy who's training me goes, "You don't drive standard." And I was like, I didn't know it was standard. They never said in the interview. But luckily he walked me through. My problem is I have size 17, size 18 feet. So that clutch and brake, I keep stepping on myself.
Did they make Chevy 307s? I'm not that hip on all the engine sizes. I just know that for my truck in 1989, there was a 350 and a 302 available, or 305, and there was a 6-cylinder. Which I wish I had too, because I don't drive fast. I just go slow.
Cruise them.
Cruise that bugger. My car got stolen once, and whoever stole it put gas in it before they dropped it back off. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, Andy, you two shaka stick shift only. Way to go. Learned in a 1950 Ford truck. Good thing it was in the middle of a 40-acre field. Yeah, that's the best way to learn. I taught my kids how to drive. The car cost $350, brand new. Times have changed. Well, people forget.
Yeah.
Porsches were, $5,000. Everybody went, what? In '67, feather the clutch. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that was the
you
thing.
Can smell it.
Yeah. That was the thing in high school where you see who going uphill can pause without going backwards, and it was like,
yeah, but it's hard to do that with the if you don't have the right clutch.
Yeah.
In fact, what happened was, and when I had that car, that's just about when I met my wife, right? And so what I did was I blew the clutch on that hill, Ward Avenue. I put like a super race clutch in there, right? But the left foot, man, you got to have some power to push that clutch in. So, I told my girlfriend at the time, she goes, I got to go, well, take my car. Forgetting I put that clutch in. She came back and went, My leg is sore from pushing that clutch because she loves to drive stick, right? Yeah. Ooh, I taught my buddy to drive stick at the RFK Stadium, yeah. 68 Chevy step side with 3 on the tree. Oh, bro, that's right. 3 on the tree, right there.
The local brother said, the tree on the tree.
Tree on the tree. Oh, that was the one, man. 68 step side. Well, I have an 89 now, and no, you know those trucks are going through the roof. 67 Corvette had a mean clutch. Yeah, they did. Ooh. My kids learned how to drive stick because they wanted to drive my 302 Boss Mustang. there's motivation for you. Oh man. Hey, come on, wait. This is gonna give me grief. Oh, that was funny. Okay, let's editorialize another one here before we, oh man, we may not make it. Okay, yeah, let's check this out. This is about surfing, if you guys like that. Guy Hoggies!
Aloha, welcome to Pacific Pulse. Today we introduce you to the Surf Garage. It's an amazing surf shop that's been in Mo'iliili for some 22 years. Let's go see what's going on. So Surf Garage is an amazing shop. Just come inside and you see all these boards, every kind of surf accessory that you want. And this is the guy that started it some 22 years ago, Toru Yamaguchi. How's it, Toru?
Thank you. Thank you. How's it?
I see you. I surf at bowls. You're always so happy. And then you got a shop like this, I can see how you're happy. How's the shop doing after 22 years?
I love this.
Doing okay. We hanging in there. Yeah.
I love. We hanging in there. Oh, which means us.
But we missing some
ramen.
Japanese customers.
Yeah, it's been challenging.
Challenging a little bit.
Now tell us about the boards that you have in here, because I see every kind of board from the newest fish shape to classic longboards. You got your shapers. They all come from the mainland or local.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a surfer, but that's
shaper.
a Dick Brewer. That's that red board. It's a classic.
We have it. My main shaper, it is Chris Simpson from San Diego, California.
Okay.
And then, of course, passed away, but a Hawaiian Pro Design. Dana Takayama, hand-shape kind of stuff, yeah. And then Bing and Hobby, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, so all the classic names in those longboards and shortboards as well.
But recently, Hawaii got a good shapers. It is many of the local shapers starting shaping for me, like Chad Sakamoto Walk, fantastic, those kind of stuff. Getting good.
Ooh,
wow. So
stringer
how has
right
it been
there.
coming through the pandemic? You're coming out on the other side now. I'm sure it was really tough for you, as most small businesses. How did the surf shop maintain?
Wait. Did you see the price? Wait, hold on. I got to go back, and you got to check this out. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can. Oh man, how can I do this? Anyway, those boards were like $2,000. I know. Wait, hold on. I can't do it.
In your business, and how did you manage to get to the side?
Okay, yeah, it is tough the timeline now, but it is people make a people happy, make a people jump in the water.
Okay, wait.
Business, and how did you manage to get to the side?
A little more back.
Yeah. There.
Right there. Look at that. $2,200 for that board. What?
Wow.
And look, it's a 9.8. Wow. No wonder brother getting hard time.
Maintain your business, and how did you manage to get to the side?
Okay, yeah, it is tough the timeline now, but it is people make a people happy, make a people jump in the water, and then make a people keeping smile. That's my business.
That's the same stoke that carries you through today.
Great smile.
Now, has it been tough dealing with the vendors, dealing with the boards coming from the mainland, and with the higher prices now? I'm sure that was challenging for you.
Yeah, it is. So it is petroleum all coming up, petroleum
stuff,
gas, and then all petroleums. So it is shipping. It is killing me now. From the mainland is big box.
Listen to the difference here. He's about to mention.
And then boat coming to the Hawaii, it is used to be maybe a couple hundred. Now it's close to $1,000.
Wow.
200 to 1,000?
Almost same boats.
Yeah. Now
Really
this
tough.
is a family-run business, and that helps you, right? Must be really nice to come and work with just your family.
Yeah. That's a hobby, man. Yeah, that's a hobby. Yeah.
No wonder I see you in the water, always happy. So, has it been difficult though dealing with the conditions out there too? You were telling me that because the ocean wasn't that good, that really affects the surf business.
Yes, it is. Straight effect to my business. Surfing is good. Always people coming, buy wax, buy new boat. Hey, Toru, broken boat. I need a boat, kind of stuff. But once the wave, the junk weather, it's junk last February kind of stuff.
Yeah. So once everything turns around, the shop goes as the waves go, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, man.
All right, 22 years.
Oh, look at this.
Good luck
Kavika
on 22 more.
Yeah. I will.
David Nui. Oh,
So
bro.
come check out Toru. He's always here in Mo'iliili at the Surf Garage, and we'll see everybody else out in the Pacific.
It's like the Mr. Miyagi of surfboards.
Yeah. Hey, Kavika, one of David's relatives are in the Hamajang gang. We see her once in a while, yeah. And I always forget what it is. It was the daughter or the niece, or there was the brother or somebody, but... yeah, David Nuiva, he was one of my heroes, him and Jerry. Goofy Foots and...
I wonder if the David Nuhiva who was in yesterday is maybe, related to...
Oh, gotta be. Yeah. Well, I think all the Nuivas is... the Chevy Straight Six were reliable. But that... we're back to the truck thing. That's the thing about my 305. They're super reliable because they're essentially as big as the 350, but the bores were smaller, so the walls around the cylinders were thicker. All the cab drivers and I think there were 4-cylinder cars that were used for taxis wanted the 305 because they were so reliable. But when gas prices went up, everybody went, wow. I mean, my truck gets, if I'm lucky, 14, 15 miles a gallon. My wife's gets 40.
That's why you see me pulling in with my sister's Nissan Rogue today.
Yeah, I saw that $1,000 smile. What's there to worry about? Great smile. That brought I had. Yeah. Okay. Let's do another one here. That was that 3 or 4? I can't remember.
That was 3.
That was 3.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do one more here because we're coming up already on the top of the hour, and I want to get to these.
Hawaii International Film Festival Spring Showcase. It all starts tomorrow. One of the films features a comedy about Tonga rugby fans.
There's only 6 weeks till Tonga take on France at the Rugby World Cup.
What have you done? This sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
My house.
Surprise, my man. We're gonna show our pride to the world. Can we get some tickets to the game, please?
You really should have lined up yesterday like everyone else.
The City Council is putting together some entertainment for the Rugby World Cup.
There's still a way we can get tickets. We've got a marching band and we could perform at the game.
Ignore my son, he's an idiot.
You guys do know that
Look, inspired by a true story.
Nice.
no one here can play an instrument.
How can it be? We don't even have any instruments though. Is this supposed to be a brass band or a plastic band?
All right, that's from Red, White, and Brass. Anderson Lazy, artistic director of the Hawaii International Film Festival, joining us now. That's one of the big films to watch.
By the way, all these news stories are from today.
Oh.
So all of this is current.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like fun, looks very fun-loving and kind of, a heartwarming ending, perhaps.
True story, and it's very much, if you like cool runnings, like a ragtag bunch of people who just kind of want to, they're trying to come up with a brass band, but to go to this rugby game, they don't know how to play instruments. They have to do it in this it's really amazing, really crowd pleasing. It just opened in New Zealand 2 weeks ago. It was a big hit
Zealand
there.
keeps
The
knocking
one
out
with
the
the stars,
park.
JP Rotiagi, who's with the bushy hair.
Right.
He'll be here for the premiere screening this Saturday.
And this is what's so great about HIF, is because they bring movies like this that typically you can't really see in Hawaii. This isn't Los Angeles where they have all these small theaters, right? This is an opportunity to see these types of movies.
Absolutely, and for HIF, we've been around for 43 years, so the audience loves our mission to promote cultural understanding between on the Asia Pacific Rim, but we also show films from all over the world, and I'm also showing a lot of films being made here in Hawaii as well.
All right, so we wanted to feature one more film, the Jamujaya. The director, Justin Chan. He's from Chief of War that was shot with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he directed episodes of Chief of War. He's actually also a resident here of Hawaii.
Oh, man.
Before, you may know him as an actor. He was in Twilight movies.
Yes.
Now? So now he's kind of like in the Jamojaya, all shot here in Hawaii, and it stars, if you're into the rap music scene, Asian rapper named Rich Brian. This is his acting debut.
And he's playing an Indonesian rapper, and it's kind of a story about the relationship between him and his father.
Exactly.
Indonesian rapper? Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the reason why it's set here is basically he's got this big record deal in the U.S. and the company has a studio here, so he's holed up here. But there's also kind of like this familiarity with Indonesia and Hawaii, the climate and the feel and whatnot. So
okay.
Yeah.
And then one that's animated that we wanted to feature, Suzume. And this is about a 17-year-old girl who accidentally opens portals into another universe?
To save Japan, basically. I mean, it's from Makoto Shinkai, who's like the new Hayao Miyazaki. We've shown his films here at HIF in the past, and they've been huge sellouts. He's like really the kind of the Steven Spielberg or.
It's so great to see this Hawaii International Film Festival back, you know, because they did such good work.
George Lucas of Japanese animation right now.
Wow,
so,
big name.
Yeah, big name, huge name. And, this is happening, and this is also open in Japan, huge box office, and he's amazing.
So this is your opportunity to watch it. It's a spring showcase for HIF. It starts tomorrow. It runs through April 6th. You can see the movies at the Kahala Consolidated Theaters. And the best way for people to get tickets?
All online at HIF.org.
And you can get HIF Pass to watch multiple
movies?
You
can get a HIF Pass to watch. It's a great deal, but you can also buy individual tickets as well. HIF.org, but we also have our HIF box office at the Kahala Theaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anderson, thanks for being here
Kahala
and for supporting these films. I love it.
Thank you.
It's a good theater.
Inviting me.
Ooh, okay. I guess we're done. Music is the focal point. Playing or listening, very fruitful. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you know that animated film? I tried to produce an animated film with a friend, years ago. It was Don Ho singing "Shock the Monkey" by Peter Gabriel.
Really?
Yeah, and we had Don's permission to use the thing. And it was go through all that. So expensive.
Oh, because of all the computer-generated images.
It's so. It might be easier now because you can feed stuff into a computer and it can generate them. But at that time, so I'm guessing the Japanese know how to do that really well. Okay. So let's see. Oh man, we got 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's see if we can get through this other one here. Okay. Cool. I forget what this is. What do you remember?
Yes, Eva.
Oh yeah. For the people who my watch is telling me time to stand. Can't do it right now. Sorry. Eva Beach Road, right? Check this out.
All new tonight, a residential road in Eva Beach is so wide, smooth, and flat, it defies the 25-mile-an-hour limit.
And this week, it started getting a lot more traffic. Our Ben Gutierrez explains why in tonight's top story.
Residents here along Keone-Ula Boulevard say they've seen an increase in traffic as more residences are built and more businesses come into the neighborhood. The intersection of Keone-Ula and Kamakana Street is...
And evidently they don't know how to park. Check this out. Pole. Lady, wow, you in park by my house.
Where a woman flipped her vehicle Wednesday night before she was arrested for DUI. Residents say she was going more than 70 miles per hour and barely missed a woman walking her dogs.
We were at home last night having dinner when we heard the crash outdoors.
Yeah, the big squeal and the crash.
Look at that speed bump.
Residents say the driver had been drinking at a new restaurant at Waikai called The Lineup.
70.
In a statement...
Oh, look at this. She was at the new Waikai place drinking. Oh, man.
The general manager acknowledged that she was a patron, but said like other restaurant establishments, it encourages individuals to drink responsibly and plan alternate transportation.
Because we sell alcohol and we don't want to make too much profit.
Yes. No, that's enough.
The day after the crash, this new speed sign went up and we saw a higher police presence. The area's state representative says Waikai has been welcomed by the community.
We're also looking for new business, new venues, new areas to take our keikis and families to enjoy good family time, besides just the parks and the beach. But I do understand that it's a growing community.
The neighborhood has wide sidewalks where families walk every evening, But the wide, smooth, and mostly straight roadway is almost an invitation to go far above the 25-mile-per-hour speed limit.
People don't stop at this intersection. People are flying down the road.
Residents also say more people have been going up and down Keone'ula since the new surf park opened this week.
It's brought a lot of new traffic, a lot of new people to the community, and we're excited about that. However, the traffic and the speed is the problem. Yeah.
We want them to do well and we love them here, but just want them to be careful. It's only been open for 5 days.
Maybe even signage.
Could you understand what he said?
I think he was complaining about the speed.
That says we're a residential community. You know, we're not commercial. These are homes and people live along here. So maybe just to be respectful of our community.
In Elba Beach, Ben Gutierrez.
It's crazy, 70 miles. 70.
You know what? It really surprises me that somebody going to a place where you can surf artificial waves would drive fast.
No way.
Yeah, I know. As hard as it is to believe. And, you know, you couldn't see the surf racks on that gal's car. Right?
It's what prevented it from falling over.
That's why I didn't roll completely over. And I don't know if you saw the sticker on the back bumper, you know what I mean? Keep country. On our way to the surf ranch. Oh, man. Hey, what has happened to Barber's Point? Barber's Point is called something different now. I actually have a video on it, but it's not very nice. But it's called,
White Plains?
No. I forget. But they named it Kavaikui or something like that. But it's an industrial park. But I call it Barber's Point, you know. I know. It's a surf zone, one wheels only. Yeah, that would be nice, Stephen. Oh, man. Oh, try and forget more out of life than life is willing to give you. Yeah, there you go. Namaste.
She's lucky nobody got hurt and that she survived.
Well, yeah, and the lady's walking her dog, and all of a sudden, watch out. Car! Remember when you're a small kid and you play in the street? Car! And then boom, the thing lands sideways. Ooh,
and the kids, game on.
Oh, there we go. Kalailoa. Thank you. Music is life. That's what it's called. Kalailoa. Yeah. Captain Paul. Hey, how you, Captain? Oh, Stylist Park. There we go.
Some people don't even drive 70 on a freeway. So to go 70 in a residential area, that's
drunk.
Insane.
She was drunk. Yeah. You know, I remember, you know, I don't drink, right? And, you know, people say, hey, you know, what do you have? I said, I don't drink because when I used to drink and I get on my motorcycle, ooh, that thing run good. Smooth and fast.
Ooh, plenty wind today.
It's not a bass anymore? No, I don't think so. They might have something happening there, Jerry, but not sure.
It's like Fort DeRussy is not a base anymore.
Hey, Andy, wasn't your daughter's first word car? Yeah, it was.
Seriously?
Yeah, you know, Amy,
funny.
you know, that when she was a kid, when she was a little baby, she'd run around and we used to car, and then she started going, car.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And what we did was, I'd put orange cones out on the street so the kids could play, because I had plenty of small kids where we were living, and they would all be in their yards and stuff, so we would organize these games and stuff so all the kids could play. But when I saw that thing, I would yell, car, and then one of the other mothers or fathers would grab one side of the cone, and I would move the next.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, it was
community.
Yeah, it was real fun. Yeah. John Rogers Field? I don't know. I'm not sure. Kalailoa Community Development District encompasses approximately 365 acres of land within the former Barbers Point Naval Air Station.
Former.
Oh, good. Huh? What, you Google work good, huh, Kevin? God, fun it. Well, I was Johnny on the spot. Eli Langley. Ooh, no speed limit. It will kill someone.
No speeding.
Oh, no speeding. It will kill someone. Number one, think before you start. Yeah, but when you're drunk, Eli, you know what I mean? These guys, it's like...
So no drink and drive.
She should have started thinking when she was when she had that, fourth shot of tequila, Oh, I like watch the boys surf. Woo, looking good.
Maybe a little bit water in the ear, too.
Yeah. You think she was surfing? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. It could be.
Could have been there all day.
could have been on. Yes, yeah, that. Remember, I don't know if you ever surf, but you know how you go beach and then you spend a day on the beach. Oh, you can eat afterwards.
Oh yeah, eat and then crash. You sleep. Oh, she didn't crash the wrong way.
Oh, you're gonna crash good tonight. Oh, mahalo.
And then she said, "Oh, for real? Okay, I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash."
Real. Yeah. You get Uber there. Yes, we do. We have Uber, definitely. In fact, James drove Uber for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said, "This is not for me."
This is not having people get in your car.
Yeah. I was like, "Who's this? Strangers keep walking into my car."
Okay, we have this one. We have this. I want to get to this last one because this one here really surprised me. Okay, because I knew about Kaho'olawe and what the Army did there, using it as the target island. Okay, and this points that out. But then you want to pay attention to this one because I didn't know this for sure. Check this out.
It's no secret how Kaho'olawe got its unfortunate nickname, the Target Island. The military dropped some 30,000 bombs over nearly half a century. But that was an uninhabited island, barren and unused. Tonight, we go in depth as H&N investigates an effort to remove dangerous old munitions from several thriving West Hawaii communities where close to 20,000 people live, work, and play.
Waikoloa on the Big Island. Munitions in the ground.
For years now, many residents of Waikoloa have wanted to expand their growing town, but they're surrounded by hidden hazards. Some people unaware of what could be buried beneath them. Tonight, investigative reporter Allison Blair reveals the military's dangerous legacy and what's being done.
That's an upper class community too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone who lives in Big Island got to have a little more money.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unless you're in Puna, you know what I mean, and growing.
Oh, it's so popular. My goodness.
Ask almost anyone.
Good ones here.
If you crave entertainment in this rural West Hawaii community,
7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Okay, if you're wondering what a bookmobile has to do with bombs in the soil, hang on, they explain it.
The Waikoloa Bookmobile is a local's hotspot.
You get dozens a day that come through.
It's a great community asset. I wish it were able to be expanded.
Though residents enjoy the Bookmobile, generations have been dreaming of a brick-and-mortar library for 2 decades. Right now, the closest one is nearly 30 miles away, but finding a spot to break ground on the project is tricky.
The place to build the library has always been the challenge.
Bingo, the place to build it.
Understand why we've got to go back 80 years.
Came here in December 1943, and at one point in time there were 50,000 Marines here. None of the housing or anything you see was here.
During the height of World War II, the United States military converted 200,000 acres of ranch land into a training camp known as the Waikoloa Maneuver Area. For close to 2 years, the land was battered with explosives, grenades, mortars, projectiles, and bombs.
I didn't know
it's
that.
It's estimated as many as 20% malfunctioned and for some reason didn't detonate.
20% didn't detonate.
Wow.
Decades later, they're still energized and have the potential to explode. Those are classified as
give Easter a whole new meaning.
Exploded ordnances, or UXO for short.
UXO.
Proceedings are closed.
When the war ended, the camp closed. Left behind were an untold number of hazards hidden above and beneath the ground.
UXO, I don't know if you ever saw them. I saw them once. They opened for Chemical Guava.
Oh.
UXO, they're good.
Yeah, really good. Like they're edgy, right?
Well, they're edgy. They are the bomb.
That's what I heard.
Despite 2 separate cleanups in the years after the war, officials say lost munitions have killed 4 people. Others were hurt. The danger prompted the federal government to fund a 3rd cleanup currently being conducted by 3 private companies that are overseen by the Army Corps of Engineers. That started in 2002 and continues today. Over the past
Okay, I'm sorry, but can you imagine you have a company that's being paid by the government to find it, you know, the page. So have you got all the bombs yet? Oh no, we're still looking. Give us another 10 years. Serious. I mean, I'm sure.
We're almost there.
Almost. We just make sure, because if you save one life, that's all.
Last 2 decades, contractors have found more than 2,700 unexploded ordnances in the Waikoloa maneuver area. As for how many are left, no one really knows.
How many camera angles she turning to?
I was going to say, that's broadcast quality, bro. We got to go back and look at that.
Whoa.
Broadcast quality gun fun at home.
How many people she brought with her?
Started in 2002
Watch this.
and continues
Hollywood.
today. Over the past 2 decades, contractors have found more than 2,700 unexploded ordnances in the Waikoloa maneuver area. As for how many
starts to turn and finish it, hands in the this
left,
is broadcast.
I wonder if she
knows.
used TikTok.
Finding them is tedious work that's done one step at a time.
Good job. Oh, look at this guy.
Do it as if you would plowing a field.
I don't need the machine. I just check on my own.
But what about the horse
This
in
is
the
called
back?
Apex.
Think of it like a
The
high-tech
horse
metal
finds it.
detector
Look
that
at
helps
this.
locate,
She must be killer on the beach looking for Rolexes.
digitally map, and in some cases, identify metallic objects in the ground.
I love that noise.
It's the most advanced of several technologies contractors are currently using to sweep the Waikoloa maneuver
Now,
area's
look at this.
22
This blows my mind. Check this map
munition
out.
response sites, totaling about 100,000 acres. Each
100,000 acres are affected.
dot pinpoints locations explosives have been
Look what see all the green places where they found bombs.
found. Experts say the old munitions can be anywhere. Larger ones are typically found buried deep in the dirt, while some are still sitting on the surface, camouflaged by vegetation. Often they appear to be something they're not. This one, resembling a sprinkler head, turned out to be a mortar.
Sprinkler head.
Can you imagine someone going, hey, out here in the middle of nowhere, who went and put one sprinkler head over here? How they bring a sledgehammer?
Let me dig them out.
I'm going to dig them out, gone funny.
Officials say areas are prioritized based on risk, but ad community input does play a role. Even after a site is swept, it doesn't mean all the hazards are gone. Instruments can't detect a bomb if it's buried too deep. Uneven terrain and high concentrations of iron in the soil also make it difficult to know what's really there.
Every device has its limitations.
Thank you, sir.
The second time crews have searched this munitions response site in Waimea that spans several thousand acres not far from Mamalahoa Highway.
We've done an initial work earlier on in our process in the early 2000s with a removal action, which was to address an immediate threat.
The first of
We
several.
need 10 more
In
years
addition
of
to
pay. I
pasture
mean,
land.
work.
Look, this horse. What is this? I think I'm going to chew on them, small kind.
The horse is like, what they need the machine for? I found all the bombs.
Found all of them.
The site also includes Waimea Middle School. In 2002, a student discovered
Look at
a
this.
hand grenade in the garden.
Say, oh, Mom, what's wrong with this pineapple?
Mom, this thing kind of stale out of that.
I trying to peel this pineapple, but it's like one metal pineapple.
And he comes home, he's got it around his neck. I'm a rapper now.
First of 3 found on campus alone.
MCUXO.
Site-wide, crews found a total of 27 unexploded ordnances. Work is
They found 27.
now underway to retrace the steps technicians took 2 decades ago, and they're still finding explosives.
We found 4 additional hand grenades
it.
and
Kids,
3 practice
Today
landmines.
for a recess.
Dangerous stuff.
Yes.
The Army Corps of Engineers says it could take up to 10 years before this particular site is classified at response complete. Overall,
What happened to woo? This is the new
Going too
version.
fast. It's like going
progress
too
of the
fast.
Waikoloa maneuver area has been painfully slow. 2 decades into the latest cleanup, the vast majority of sites are nowhere close to being cleared. How many are finished of the 22?
Well, there's 2. One's along Saddle Road, the old Saddle Road, and then there's another one that was a hand grenade court closer down by Waihai Harbor.
This Army Corps of Engineers map makes it
You look at this whole map. Watch how big the area is that is clear.
glaringly obvious just how much work is left. Of the 100,000-acre site, less than 1% of it has been classified at response complete. It includes this 535-acre strip of land highlighted in yellow along Old Saddle Road, and this 3.7-acre parcel highlighted in teal just north of Kauai Road.
3.7 acres.
Biggest obstacle in all of this and why it's taking so long?
It's the process that we follow.
He says that process starts with a remedial investigation to determine what hazards might be there, followed by a feasibility study. Then they have to plan the cleanup. That's documented in what's called a record of decision, which okays that cleanup. Only then can work to remove and
Look at Michael. I have a new profound respect for film location scouts and what they do.
safely detonate those munitions begin. Officials say it took between 6 and 7 years to finish work on the two parcels, now classified at response complete.
Then we follow on if needed with long-term management.
A big part of that is educating the public, explaining even after contractors examine the land, there's still a possibility explosives could have been missed. Are they more volatile the older they get, or are they less volatile?
Great question.
Marmac put mind-blowing.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Mind-blowing.
What happens to them over time?
They still maintain that ability to be destructive.
When you're doing digging in the ground is a big cause for concern for us.
Department of Health environmental specialist.
Gee, I wonder why.
Big concern.
Ben Lindstrom.
The 2,700 that they found so far have been across about 30% of the area that was used for munitions training activities. So you have to assume at least that many more are still out there, probably even more than that. The Waikoloa village was in the center of the impact area.
Steven, are they clearing it for a new housing boom?
So now today, fast forward, we have a community that has a middle school, it has an elementary school.
But the area still lacks many of the basics. No police station, no evacuation shelter, and no public library.
I think the UXO and the clearance is definitely slowed things down and will continue to slow things down if they don't listen to the community, really listen to the needs of the community and respond to that.
We try and work with the community interests.
When asked if more money would help, the Army Corps of Engineers said not necessarily. Do you think the process could be shortened in any manner?
We want to look at other alternatives, but right now we're authorized to follow a process, and that's kind of what we do.
When will the cleanup of the Waikoloa maneuver area be complete?
Our life cycle plan projects out 30 years right now.
Around 2053.
I'll be 100 years old.
His kids will have job security.
A lingering timeline that health officials say still might not be long enough.
If the situation is going to be what it is now, which is even after they complete a site, that there's still a long-term management that's required, then the fact of the matter is that they're never going to be finished here.
I think the community...
What? The fact of the matter is they're never going to be finished here. Mahalo, Army base.
Has to be much stronger in setting the priority for them.
He's keeping it real.
It's been 20 years, and the vision to expand this bookmobile is just starting to take shape. The councilwoman says land for a permanent library has been secured. A 2.5-acre parcel that belongs to the county recently became available. Now the focus has shifted towards funding the multi-million-dollar project. It's important to understand this is just one small example of the many challenges currently being faced. Without changes, they're challenges the community will continue to face for years to come.
Wow.
I think that...
Anyway,
Yeah.
Does that blow your mind? I mean, pun intended. I had no idea. I've been to Waikoloa a million times. I never heard about there used to be a military base there that, that threw hand grenades and 20% didn't explode.
And you were in danger and you didn't even know.
And I've ridden horses in those pastures and, all kinds, like many people. And I think Miles was saying, is that where Parker Ranch is and all that stuff? No wonder he got it so cheap.
I'll take it all, the bombs and all.
Yeah, I know here Captain Paul says, I guess a hand grenade course a hole-in-one would be a bad thing. Yeah, I guess you like the original Army Refuse movie. Now the Navy is back with a sequel. This time they trash the water. Yeah, the whole water thing.
Yeah.
And there's active military suing the Navy because they were drinking antifreeze, right?
Yeah.
You think they would, look at the water and go, should be green. Adam, the government's providing this, gotta be good.
Like, look, the Hawaii, rainbow even in the water.
Rainbow water, I love it, right? And and when I drink this, I don't care how cold it gets, I don't get cold.
Yesterday I was low energy, but now I feel like my fuel tank is just full.
Look at this. We built a school there. Yeah. Elementary.
That's what they do. They go, kids, for recess today, we're gonna take our metal detectors, and we're gonna. We only covered 3%, so let's hope we get the rest of the.
That's good.
97%.
Now remember, and take your time.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 10-year project.
Yeah.
Some of you, we want you to come back with your grandkids and help all this out. Oh, listen to this. Thomas the Turtle, they haven't cleaned it all up yet. Still cleaning the island. Just one path around the island has been cleared for what I understand. Yeah. Well, there you go, But I guess the main takeaway for me was when I watched this thing and why, we decided to share it was I don't think people know that about Waikoloa.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. How do you keep something like that under wraps for all these years? How many people that live there don't know that?
Well, they probably, because there was nobody living there at the time. I guess the person who sold them the land or the house, usually don't. That's not something you bring up, like maybe a murder or.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me if you're selling your house that there might be unexploded ordnance within the property might bring down the value?
Maybe that's the next time when you go to a house, you ask the realtor.
Yeah, she's. Are there any unexploded hand grenades that my kids might dig up when they're planting a garden?
Or when they give you that one sheet, you're like, I have a feeling this house.
Yeah.
Maybe the price should come down some.
Or don't buy a house unless you hear woo, 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 woo.
Or that would be danger.
No, that's that woo, woo, woo.
Woo, Robinson. Ordinance.
Well, look, the
OXU.
Navy. Well, and they spilled, fuel, but they also spilled fire retardant at one point. So,
Yeah,
and something else.
Even up in Haleakala, I think something happened. It's almost like to the point where they're just going place to go, let's just pour some here.
Yeah. Well, Keone Nunes brings up Makua Valley was used from pre-World War II and was open to the public until a relative of mine died from an unexploded ordnance there, and when he was pig hunting when he found it.
Yikes.
Well, you remember, Keone, we used to go surf Waianae, right? And sometimes they'd stop. You can't go past because they exploded. They shot artillery from the other side of the mountain, and it landed in Makua.
Wow.
And it would catch the place on fire. But, us, we like surf, and we go, okay, no problem. Boom! Blast by the military guys. All of a sudden, there's a tunnel of fire, and we're going through. No, slow down, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, but to surf,
you got him.
Yeah, and then we get there, and like the boards of wax is all melted off the boards and stuff. Bro, you bought wax.
Well, you guys use a standard or automatic car?
Kia ora from
New Zealand.
New Zealand, Hawaiian far from home. Love hearing the Pidgin. Make me homesick.
All right.
Ooh, all right. Kia. Oh, which reminds me, Aloha Kia, one of our sponsors. It's not Kia ora, but
I know a guy from New Zealand.
I know a guy from New Zealand. Yeah, one of our sponsors on television, and Doc Bailey Cranes and Equipment, and hopefully soon.
Speaking of explosions,
TNT tinting. What? Who's that?
TNT.
Oh, TNT tinting. Oh my goodness. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, and also speaking of Hawaii, I'll try some of this Hawaii volcanic water.
Oh yeah, there we go. I have mine over here. I use the smaller bottle and I pour it into this cup. So when you see me drinking this, I am drinking.
I had to drink some during that segment. I kept coughing because I decided to do spring cleaning before coming here, and was vacuuming a lot, and it was very dusty.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, aloha you too. Well, thank you, Jeannie. Appreciate it.
Aloha to you too.
Yeah, aloha to you too. we went from TWO to TOO.
Hey, aloha to'o.
To'o. Yeah, we get the okina in there. Aloha to'o.
And then if you add the kahako, aloha to'o.
Yeah, look at this, Andy. We were lucky when we were looking for shrooms. Shh. I told you, bro, don't mention that.
You pronounce it.
Those
rooms.
Those were the fields we were in. You know?
So maybe the ordinance cooked up the shrooms.
Well, you know what? We just only follow where the cows walk. Okay? God, every time you mention that, Stephen, I think about that time we were in there, bro. Zoned to the max, and all of a sudden we look over, and this bull is just staring at us. And you know how they start pawing the ground like that? Oh, Stephen, okay, go back up real slow. Why you wear red? Oh, what was that? Oh, hey, Shaiboto is now following. Mahalo. And speaking of following, and that's a Twitch thing, we really appreciate that. You can also follow on YouTube, if you could. We're trying to get to 30,000. We're at 29.2 or 29.3 or something like that. But if can, you know, we appreciate it, you know, and all that like and subscribe stuff, yeah. Ooh, cow patties. Well, yeah, you know. That was my joke in my stand-up. I said, you know, mushrooms are the epitome of drugs. You know, they get you to eat out of something you wouldn't step in.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Kaha'olawe, I feel your pain. Kaha'olawe, aloha aina. Ooh, by Lico Martin. Yes, definitely.
Like, I wouldn't pick up a mushroom off the ground, but people are picking it up off of cow patties.
Gee, who would do that? I don't know.
Strange.
Stephen, see what happens when you bring up our sordid past? Oh, man. Well, you know, no more that much stuff. No more that much for doing Waianae. Surf, but if never have waves, you gotta surf in your mind.
Yeah.
Hey, aloha, Andy and James. Grandkids just got into bed, visiting them in Madison. Oh, we'll enjoy that time. How good is that? That's one of the things that when I got my hearing aids, you know, that I really thought about. You know, when I have grandkids, I'll be able to hear them better. And here we are, and I'm like, so happy because, you know, every time my grandson says something, my daughter goes, "Did you hear that?" just thought I had. Did you hear that? Yeah, I got both of them in. Oh yeah. Because he's starting to speak, and he's very articulate.
Oh, nice.
The white ones from the store. Oh,
mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Are we back to mushrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, glad you made it, Edward. Talking to Darlene, Shaiboto. Hey, how's it, Uncle? Andy and brother James, big fan. Mahalo nui loa. Thanks, yucky, cloudy in Mililani. That's okay. Not that hot.
Yeah.
Okay, gang, that's it. Oh, look. 4:20. It's 4:20. A good time to take a break. Okay? Mahalo for joining us. I thank to everybody who donated and subscribed and, you know, gave gift subs. I don't know if that happened, but when it does, we really appreciate it. Thank you to our moderationists. Nani Aloha, Si Honda, and Ware, and Devin. Mahalo, you guys. And thank you, Hamajang Gang. The best chat in the world.
Happy Aloha Friday.
Oh, yeah, Aloha Friday. Whew, go have some fun. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to hit the button. Thanks, sir. I'll see you Monday. Aloha.